Social media, to fear or not to fear. What is social media? There is always an unread message, snap, or tweet waiting to be opened. There's always an unliked picture waiting for attention. Social networking is an exceptional way to meet new teens and to share interests and hobbies with the world. However, there are horrors hidden inside of social media. It is an easy way for predators to attack without being caught or confronted. It is an easy way to distract teens from real life. With every benefit that comes with social media, a disadvantage follows behind. With that being said, it is fair to say that we should be worried about teens on social media. Supporters of social media argue that social networking helps with schoolwork because the student can reach out and get the help needed to perform better in school. Social media displays new ideas and observations to students. With the amount of new technology generated in this day and age, it is convenient to Google a homework question with the touch of a button. However, Margaret Kaminsky of Scholastic Choices reports students today are still spending the same amount of time on homework as they were 30 years ago. Katie Pemberton, a senior at Leonard High School, says that she spends an average of 8 hours a week on social media, even with the advantage of the internet. This report sounds valid. However, when looking at the facts, it seems unsettling. According to a New American article, the average 12th grader in 2016 spent twice as much time online as in 2006. This is accompanied by the fact that 60% of 12th graders read a book or magazine nearly daily in the late 1970s, and only 16% reported doing so in 2016. Pemberton states, "As soon as I finish my homework, I get on social media." Dana Reed and Paul Weigel on Adolescent Psychiatry report 76% of all teens use social media. 64% do so on a daily basis. The amount of time spent on any kind of social media and internet in general has increased dramatically. Another acknowledged benefit of social media is the positive effect on self-esteem and well-being. Pediatric nursing writers Maggie Quinta and Rita John stated in Social Media and Adolescent Health that positive feedback of an adolescent's profile picture can enhance self-esteem and well-being, especially for students who do not possess very superb social skills. Social media is a way to offer an alternative route of communication and to build up a supportive community. In spite of social media as being an easy way to meet other teens, this may be too easy. Social media gives young people the ability to hide behind screens, to become new people, and even just pretend to be a different person. There is no way for a teen to know that the person they are communicating with is truly who they say they are. The increasing use of social media has adapted into more opportunities for potential offenders to engage with children. When asked about her social media privacy settings, Pemberton commented, "For a long time, I had no idea that there was a way to make my accounts private. I was totally oblivious about it. I'll bet there are many services trying to protect children and students from predators. There is really no way to monitor it all. And because students are so attached to social media, they won't tell an adult about any troubling online encounters for fear of getting their access to social media taken away." A disadvantage of social media is often overlooked is the standards that are set by it. Teen girls are held to much higher standards on social media these days. The girls are expected to look a certain way, act a certain way, and if they don't, they are often bullied or put down. Rachel Emek of Child Mind Institute says, "Girls are socialized more to compare themselves to other people, girls in particular, to develop their identities." Kinley Stevens, a senior at Leonard High School, says, "I often catch myself feeling very insecure and comparing the way I look with other girls on Instagram, a social networking site." USA Today magazine says psychologists and researchers have linked the spike in suicide rates among young girls to the prevalence of perfection standards that social media sites create. When teens are exposed to this kind of hatred, their likelihood of getting involved in unhealthy behaviors and activities increases. The simple fact that social media can have this huge amount of impact on these girls' lives is unacceptable. Not only in students' mindsets and well-being, but social media is also impacting students' sense of safety. As an enraged, heavily armed teen walked the halls of a Florida high school recently, students turned to Twitter and Snapchat to communicate with loved ones and document the unfolding horror. In doing this, the students shared the dark and gruesome experience for the whole world to see. However, they did this in the most unfiltered way possible, possibly leaving a traumatic impact on viewers who were not even involved. These young adults sharing their experiences are relying on social media for comfort and human qualities that it cannot quite give. Another not-so-great quality of social media is its ability to distract. Social media plays a big role in keeping students occupied when there isn't any schoolwork for them to do. However, social media plays a huge role in distracting students when they should be doing schoolwork instead. The always annoying chime that a cell phone makes when receiving a notification causes our brains to go into fight or flight mode, thus causing adrenaline to run. Dopamine is a hormone in the human body that causes us to become extremely excited about things both positive and negative. Stevens states, "Whenever my phone rings or vibrates, I feel pressured to check and see what it is. It's not just a habit, it is nature. After this adrenaline pumps through the body, it takes the brain at least 30 minutes to regain focus." Teens are so drawn to their cell phones and fear being away from them that they named this fear an official phobia. Kaminsky confirms nomophobia, short for no mobile phone phobia, is the stress and separation anxiety of going phone free. Along with distraction and safety, social media isn't very good with teens' privacy. A serious detail involving social media is the privacy or lack thereof. Parents and families are cautious about what their teens are involved in on social media sites. However, Pedro Hernandez of eWeek notes, 60% of teens admitted that they had created an account their parents don't know about. A mere 3% of parents claimed they knew everything their child was involved in online. Some parents are oblivious to what their children are doing online and what evils are threatening them. Sure, parents can teach internet responsibility, but there's no way to keep away unlawful people. To ensure complete privacy, the teen has to manually change the settings, but teens rarely do this or even know how to do it. It is possible for a predator to find out any information about teens easily. The teen might post a picture and accidentally share their location with it, even if for a second, and the predator can save it and know where to find her. Juanita and John reported that content posted on social media or the internet in general is difficult or impossible to remove. Once something is posted on the internet, it can never be erased. Although social media can have positive effects on adolescents' health and well-being, it can also be harmful in many ways. As supporters of social media will say, social media is a positive way to stay caught up and to never be left out. Nonetheless, time spent on social media can always be decreased, even if by a little. Social media is not to be reckoned with, and we should indeed fear it.